Okay. Okay. Welcome, class, to my lesson about how deep our oceans actually are. I'm going to be talking about the deepest point, because we're going to work our way down the ocean to eventually the deepest point that we know right now. We're going to meet shipwrecks, we're going to talk about life deeper in the oceans and water pressure and what it does to you. At the end, I have a little assignment for you, so pay very close attention because you're going to need to keep track of all the altitude and things like that. My lesson aim is that at the end of this lesson, the students will know what the deepest point of the ocean is. Some of you might know already, but my goal is for everybody to know it. At the end of this lesson, the students will know what water pressure does to people. Some of you, again, might already know, but for those who don't, that is my goal. Right, let's start with a bit of scale. Right here we have an average human, this little dot. The biggest ship ever made, the Knock Nevis, and an elephant. And now what we're going to do is go down. Is it about this? No? Okay. We're going to work our way down, because at 40 meters, we reach the, average depth of a scuba diver. That's actually how deep they actually go when you go scuba diving. Not much deeper, because, we'll talk about that later on. But at 93 meters, there is a shipwreck called the Lusitania. This is a ship that's actually above 200 meters long. So that means that whenever it sank, one of the either this or this one was sticking out of the water, which is pretty weird because, well, everybody would have been on here, hoping to find help, and well, the ship was slowly sinking. Right. At 100 meters, we reach the maximum depth of scuba divers. If you are suffering from decompression sickness, because you might die when you're that below the water. But that didn't stop this man, Herbert Mitch, who I'm going to talk who has the record for a free dive, which basically means that he dove down to 240 meters in one breath without any gear, which is pretty impressive. You have a question? Go on. No? No more questions? Okay. The scuba diving record is of Ahmed Gabur. 332 meters down, which is also very deep. Keep track of these, the amount of meters and what happens in them, because the assignment at the end will revolve around this. 443 meters at the height of the Empire State Building if it were placed upside down inside the water, which is already very deep right now. And at 500 meters we reach the maximum dive depth of blue whales, which is the largest species basically on our planet ever, even including the dinosaurs. At 535 meters we reach the maximum depth that emperor penguins dive to, which is very deep, because now we're going to look at the water pressure. The water pressure at this depth, which is about 500 meters, is equal to a polar bear who's standing on $250, which means that, well, when you think about the weight, really, you will die very quickly. You will just be squashed into a bowl. It's pretty painful, so don't dive this deep. At 830 meters, we reach the height of the Burj Khalifa, where it's to be placed underwater, upside down. And then at 1,000 meters, we reach the scary zone. Can anybody guess why it's called the scary zone? Yeah, I love it.
It's not lights.
Exactly. Yes. The sunlight can no longer penetrate this deep, so everything below 1,000 meters is completely dark, which indicates his name, the scary zone. The water pressure at this depth is equal to standing on Venus, which is, can anybody, by the way, remember which planet it is? How far away from the sun?
Oh,
from our previous lesson?
It's the first one from Earth back to the sun, right?
Yes, that's the second one then, right?
Yeah, the second, yeah. You were right as well. Very good, yeah. The second one. So you had, what was the first one? Can anyone remember? Can anyone remember what was the first one?
Mercury.
Mercury, then you had
Venus.
And then
Earth.
Yeah, very good. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth, I don't know how you say that, but that leatherback sea turtles dive to, which is very deep because the pressure here is insane. Yet these creatures are able to just dive this deep, just due to their structure, really, which is very impressive. At 1,828 meters, we reach the deepest point of the Grand Canyon, or a place underwater. And at 2,000 meters, we meet this magnificent creature. It's called the. It's not Nemo. It's called the black dragonfish.
Look like Nemo.
It's well, it has as you can see, razor sharp teeth, and its stomach doesn't allow light to be absorbed. So the only way you can actually see it is with a flashlight, which is pretty scary when you think about it.
It looks like you.
Don't
Wait, so
Yeah.
you can't
that.
absorb
It doesn't.
light?
Yeah, it doesn't absorb
So
the
what
light.
happens when you shine a flashlight on?
Well, you can see.
It
You can see the body. It does absorb light, but or the other way around. No, not the other way around. So its body itself is reflective, so you can see itself. The mouth, it's completely black because it doesn't allow light to be.
So if you just point
How?
your flashlight, it's just one black hole with open
Yeah,
mouth. Oh,
yeah,
that's just
essentially, yeah.
terrifying.
How
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
handy.
Which is very weird. Right, now comes a pretty scary part because right here we have, does anybody know what this is?
Potfish.
The English word for a potfish?
Hey.
You'll remember after a second, sperm whale.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's what it's actually.
I've heard of
Yeah, this is the maximum depth that sperm whales dive to, which is very deep. And also this magnificent creature called the, does anybody remember? Because I know you two.
I don't know the name anymore.
It's called the colossal squid. This squid is pretty impressive. Look, this is what happens when they fight. This is obviously a dead sperm whale. Not potfish. Don't say that again, or you can leave the classroom. So it's not actually a potfish. It is a sperm whale that has fought against a colossal squid, and this is the scars that it leaves. Some more information about the colossal squid. It weighs around 700 to 900 kilos. It can grow to about 14 meters.
Oh.
And it has suckers on its tentacles, but inside those suckers are razor sharp hooks that actually kill things, really. So you won't reach it because you'll die before you ever reach it, but it is extremely dangerous.
Titanic.
Exactly, Titanic. At 3,800 meters you reach the depth of the Titanic. And at 4,000 meters you reach the abyssal zone. This is well, named after pressure, really, because at this depth the pressure is 11,000 pounds per square inch. Yeah, once again, very deadly. You will be squashed immediately. And it has these magnificent creatures. We have, I believe this is called the viperfish, the fangtooth, and the anglerfish. This one has bioluminescence, which basically means it can produce its own light. And if you ever get to the, say hi to them. At 4,267 meters, you reach the average depth of the ocean, but they go way deeper. Because at 6,000 meters, we reach the Hadal zone, which is basically named after, hell, really.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, because the water pressure is equal to an elephant balancing on a post stand, or one person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets. So you die very quickly once again.
We should
One
do our
guy
next
ate
rosing
one,
strip
so-
there.
Let's not. At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum dive depth of this machine. This is a diving machine that helped discover the Titanic. Then, at 8,848 meters, we reach the height of Mount Everest, where it's to be placed underwater. So you can imagine how deep we actually are. But that didn't stop James Cameron, because he got to a maximum depth of 10,898 meters and actually filmed something there. I'm not going to show it because we don't really have time for that. But that's not the deepest point, because in 1960, Don Walsh and Jacques Picard, I don't speak French, got to the bottom of the so-called Marianas Trench at 10,916 meters. They took about 5 hours to get to the bottom.
Oh, gee.
Please put the phone away. Until a window cracked and they began to resurface.
Oh my.
Yeah, they
I
stayed there.
got chills when you said
They
that.
Yeah.
were like, nah, bitch,
They
it's
stayed there for 20 minutes. If it broke, they would be instant dead, so they wouldn't have
Yeah.
felt anything. Right, at 10,972 meters, you reach the altitude of an airliner, really. So whenever you look at the window, that's how deep the ocean is. So, pretty deep. And this is the max. 10,994 meters. The challenge is deep. Inside the Marianas Trench, it's extremely deep, and that's the deepest point that we know of, because it's located, by the way, near Guam, which is like southeast of Japan. So don't go there because it's very deep. But in 1997, the Serena Deep was discovered, which is the second deepest point, which is 10,732 meters deep. Extremely deep as well. But there are probably even deeper points because, what like Alina said, about 5% of the ocean's floor is actually mapped, and 95% is unexplored. We actually know more about our solar system than we know about our own oceans, which is pretty weird when you think of it. Now, I hope you've all paid attention because we're going to do a little assignment. I'm going to split the group into two, which is pretty difficult because we're with 5. But let's just split it. Yeah, why not? So you 2 and you 3. I'm going to see if that works.
We'll win.
Probably. Anyway, the point of the game is I have cards here, and there is meters on them and locations or buildings. Everything I've just talked about will be tested right here. Alright, so the first one to match the right meters with the right building will win this game.
We're just complaining
I'll
that
just test my memory.
Oh, do I do
Test
this?
your memory, indeed.
Can I do this?
Right, ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Never.
Oh, this is
Go.
it.
When you finish, just say stop, and I'll check it, and if it's
Okay.
wrong, the other
Okay.
team wins.
I
3,
need to
2,
take
1.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, just put them down.
That's the deepest.
This
Here. No.
That's
So put it in the right order.
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 Here. No, that's this one. That's this one.
6.
Huh?
Wait. Okay. These are as
Here.
these two are together. Right. Right? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I don't know.
This one is.
Seeing
This
different
one is
tactics.
Empire State.
This one is the Titanic.
Very good memory.
Yeah, I have a weird thing with numbers. I always remember them.
This is.
Oh, this was
These
5,000.
all together.
Something.
Those are these.
I think that is the closest.
No,
No.
it was way deeper.
No. Let's go. Wait, not that deep though. I think.
Middleton was one of the deepest points.
Yeah, that's.
I'm dull.
Hero.
Don't make fun of him, it's okay. to make
These. What is these? Mount Everest.
No. Huh?
Wait,
We
where
did
do I
something
go
wrong.
for the Mount
I think
Everest?
this is. This.
Yes, that's what I think as well. Because
But this was
Mount
deeper.
Everest is this tall.
Make sure it's in the
That
right
one's
order as well.
deeper as well. But I'm pretty sure that one's right because it's obviously
Finished.
3 kilometers.
Finished! Damn! I'm going to stop recording first of all.